And we will be going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. It is currently 8 a.m. like normal. It is 35 degrees outside with a high of 67, so almost getting in the 70s today. Thank goodness. The heat's nice, but it is really pretty chilly out right now. I mean, I can see my breath when I go outside, the condensation coming out. So, dress warm, but then you'll want to be light jacket weather. You'll want to be shedding those layers by the time the afternoon rolls around. Now, traffic conditions are currently steady, not slow, but steady. It's pretty thick traffic moving into Tulsa at the moment. So be advised, your commute will be heavy traffic conditions, but the traffic is flowing steady, so that is the one benefit. But once you get past the National Air Guard base, you're probably going to be on your own as far as what the traffic updates are going to be beyond past that point, but it's not looking too bad as of right now.
But it was really slow, like standstill before 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Literally, like that gap is literally from 7 to 8.
Yeah, when I pulled in the parking lot, I was like, whoa, slow. But yeah, no, it's gotten a lot better now, so thank goodness for that. Now, as far as the upcoming events on the calendar are concerned, it's still the same stuff that's happening. The Bunko for a Cause was last night, so you missed that if you didn't go. The only thing that's coming up now is the Passport Chamber event. So
Yes,
it's
that
the
is
Chamber
today.
Passport event. So they're just going to kind of go through and you want to get a passport for all the chamber events. You can get in and walk around and kind of mix and shake with the folks at the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah,
So
according to this, there's a couple of different versions of it. There's just the luncheon one, and then you can get one that can get you the gala, all the little other fun events that they do.
sure.
So there's just a whole bunch of different like variety pack if you just want to do the weekly or the monthly meetings, or if you want to do like all their like little fun events that they do as well. So I said, of course, the more event things you do, the higher the price of the passport.
Exactly, yeah. So if you want to kind of roll around and rub arms with the movers and shakers in the Owasso community, the ones that are putting themselves out there to be seen and heard, go and sign up and get a passport for the Chamber of Commerce. That will be very beneficial for you.
Absolutely. And then all that's left is on Saturday or the 4th is the Wills and Thrills what do you want to call it? Skate event.
Wheels and Thrills.
Wheels and Thrills.
Yeah. So Wheels and Thrills skate night. And when is that?
That is February 4th at 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and that is again at Wheels and Thrills little skate park on Garnett.
Okay, fantastic. Now that's pretty much it for local news today. Oh wow, traffic really took a standstill turn just now. I don't know what's going on or what changed. I guess a lot of people hopping in on 76th Street. But either way, in more national news, what we're looking at currently is going to be President Trump, or the former President Donald Trump, has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. So the he's being nominated for that for his work with the Abraham Accords for kind of peace in the Middle East. Now, obviously, the Nobel Peace Prize isn't really
much of a peace prize.
There's not, yeah, it ain't much. It's not what it's cracked up to be. I mean, they gave one to President Obama basically for being elected, but not for his future policies. And we all know how that turned out, so it is all show. It's all show. It's all style, no substance. They give you these awards out, and then you can, cause all kinds of wars and havoc in the Middle East, and so the accolades of the Nobel Peace Prize aren't there. But I mean, I guess it's something to have on your resume from here on out. I mean, Obama will always be able to flash that around and say, I have a Nobel Peace Prize, despite the fact that a lot of my foreign policy didn't do much of anything, is where Trump has the accolade first, and now they're nominating for him. And odds are he won't even win it, more than likely. I doubt the people on that panel would even give him that accolade. So, interesting things. It's so interesting as far as what's happening in the global news, but like I said, whether or not he gets it is totally up in the air. And like I said, with how they've given them out in the past, it's clearly not the award doesn't mean what it used to.
So did that little girl that was arguing about
climate change.
Greta.
I think
she
did get a Nobel Peace Prize. I think she got one too. You might look that up real quick and see if she did.
Yes, I will. But yeah, I said that. But then the only other thing that was really in the news is Biden has said that he will. There's going to be some type of retaliation against Iran right now.
Yeah, what form that takes, who knows? Probably just economic sanctions. But it's interesting to see what his idea will be. I mean, there's speculation that he'll just be like a strike against Iran, specifically against their navy, but I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it's crazy times we live in now, folks. Very crazy times. What's it saying about? Did she win one?
It was one of the second things that ever popped up. Let's see. It has been announced this week that our inaugural cover star climate activist was nominated. It doesn't say. I don't think she won, but
okay,
she was
nominated for So,
but instead of bestowing the 16-year-old Swede, the Norwegian Nobel Committee gave it to the Ethiopian Prime Minister. Okay, so Ethiopian Prime, she was nominated.
She was nominated.
So that goes to show you the standards of who can
being nominated.
Exactly.
I guess I could nominate you and see if we couldn't get you. But like I said, that's the standard now. The standard is it's not super great. I mean, I wish I could be a little girl, go traveling around the world complaining about big companies and pollution. You know, I mean, how wonderful it must be to live that kind of life. You know, like it's a lot like Douglas Murray famously said this. Douglas Murray, famous British political commentator, but you know. He talked about how charity concerts are one of the most ridiculous things in the world because none of the proceeds really get where they need to go. And number two, it's like, and never has charity been such fun work. You know, charity used to be Habitat for Humanity. You go out and build homes for people. You actually do physical, demanding labor, and you're like, it's like whenever we did this stuff for all those community service hours for humanity, for TU. You know, it's like, man, it's like you're out there like helping people in the Tulsa area. I'm like, man, this sucks. You know, like this is not fun. You know, it's like, and now you pay $50 for the price of entry to go to a concert, an Ariana Grande concert, whoever, Taylor Swift concert, whatever it is. You throw that money out there. It's like, oh wow, we're doing our part for the world. We're doing our part for climate change. Like, but how ridiculous is it? It's like, how much did you the travel to the event? You know. The money wasted on the tickets and the bands and the performers. It's like, we're doing it for free, but the cost of getting everything there, the cost of the people because they got to pay the people who are physically working the event,
unless they're just volunteers too, which is usually
there's
unlikely.
A power supply being sent to the event. Like, I mean, I don't think the power companies are going to be like, no, all free. That billions of dollars of that's going to cost to run all that equipment and stuff. That none of it's free. So. It's like never had but Douglas Murray just put it so great. He said, never has charity work been such fun. You know, it's like it's nonsense. So
and then the people who were running it still have that idea of we're helping.
Yeah, I mean, well, not only the participants, the people who buy the tickets come in, and the people who are putting it on. It's like we're doing great work. It's like okay,
are you?
Yeah, it's like if you want to do good work, put your money where your mouth is and go physically do it. That would be what I would say.
Yeah, that's really about it. Like going on in the world news, I would say. But so you got anything else?
No, that's really about it. I kind of went on a tangent. I wasn't expecting to go on with the whole Donald Trump. Like I said, Trump being nominated. Like I said, the loss of value of what it means to have a Nobel Peace Prize. It doesn't mean squat anymore. So
yeah, I mean, if anybody was to deserve it, I mean, like the first president to meet with Kim Jong. Is it Kim Jong-un? Kim Jong-un. That's right. His dad was ill. Kim Jong-un, and then of course with the what's the Accords called?
Yeah, the Abraham Accords. Unprecedented peace in the Middle East or through. I mean, like I said, Morocco and Israel. I mean, we're talking, and there's direct flights between the two countries. That hadn't happened in years, so that's a pretty amazing feat considering the tensions that are constantly in that wonderful area of the world, the Middle East. It's wild that something like that was accomplished. All because a business savvy guy, it's like, hey, what do you guys want? What do you guys want? We're going to negotiate and talk it down. And that's the problem with modern politics. It's America, we're never the strong negotiator. We're just like, what do we want? Well, we should just give it to them. It's like, no, don't give, you always want to come into a negotiation from a position of power. If you don't have the knowledge, it's all about InfoWars. If you don't have the knowledge, the person with the most information is going to win. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the knowledge, you don't come from a position of authority or power, your bargaining power is greatly diminished.
100%.
Period.
Yep.
So, and that's how you handle those things, and he did it well, and that's really cool. I hope he does win it, but I truly doubt it with the politicized environment we live in. I doubt that they will give him those accolades because they won't. The modern, especially now in a what do you call it? This is a political year. You know, it's an election year.
Yep.
They're not going to let that happen because that's just something he can put onto his accolades and be like, so the people who are, I guarantee you the people who are on that panel are going to know that, and people are going to be bought and paid off and be like, hey, how about you give it to
anybody
random
else?
Nobody, you know? It's president of Ethiopia again, you know? That's what it'll be. So, like I said, and that's just my speculation. Hopefully he does win it, but like I said, I'm sure there are probably more deserving people on those. But like I said, the problem is with somebody as big as Trump, it's going to be huge because everything he does is so publicized. You know, it's like the people who are most deserving are the people who are actually down in the dirt that nobody really knows or talks about. You know, it's like you talk about people like Gandhi. It's like, well, what about those guys that helped Gandhi get to where he was? Those guys are probably really doing the real legwork over there, you know? So that would be my thing. There's probably somebody more deserving that you haven't even heard about yet. So
100%.
Either way, what do you guys think? Do you agree, disagree? If you do, like and subscribe, share in the comments. Let us know if we're dumb for even stating these things. But like I said, that's what we're here for. We're here to have a sporty debate and listen to what the folks of Owasso have to say. So with that being said, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Drive safe into your Tulsa if you're driving into Tulsa for your commute. This is the Twins with the Owasso Live. We are signing off. God bless y'all.